Positive Spin. Presenting positive, innovative, and solution-oriented news from around the world. On today's program, we give focus to the urgent need to abolish nuclear weapons, as evidenced by the Nobel Peace Prize being presented to Nihon Hidagyo, an activist organization. Then we'll hear a message from a survivor of the atomic bombing of Hiroshima. And we'll view the anti-nuclear film, The Garden, produced by Unity Foundation. After that, we'll hear a message from the president of Mayors for Peace, an organization working to create a peaceful world without nuclear weapons. Finally, we join Positive Spin on its journey to experience life in Japan today.
We are a movement for rationality, for democracy, for freedom from fear. We are campaigners from 468 organizations who are working to safeguard the future. And we are representatives of the moral majority, the billions of people who choose life over death, and who together will see the end of nuclear weapons. Thank you.
When I was a 13-year-old girl trapped in the smoldering rubble, I kept pushing, I kept moving toward the light. And I survived. Our light now is a banned treaty. To all in this hall, and all listening around the world, I repeat those words that I heard in the ruins of Hiroshima. Don't give up. Keep pushing. Keep moving. See the light. Crawl towards it.
In 1945, the United States dropped the second of 2 atomic bombs on Japan in an effort to hasten the end of World War II. The target was the port city of Nagasaki. The first bomb was dropped on Hiroshima on August 6th. The 2 bombings killed more than 200,000 people, most of them civilians. On Thursday in Hiroshima, a scaled-back memorial ceremony was held for survivors and their families. Ramy Inocencio spoke with one survivor whose goal is to rid the world of nuclear weapons.
The mushroom cloud rose menacingly over Hiroshima 75 years ago, an event seared into world history, and more so in the mind of Toshiko Tanaka. She was right under that cloud, just 6 years old, and miraculously survived.
I remember the horror of that day, blinding light like thousands of strobe lights, my body thrown to the ground.
At 81, she says she's been blessed to live. Her mission now, banning all nuclear weapons.
75 years after surviving the bombing, I'm all the more determined to help rid the world of nuclear arms.
What became Hiroshima's ground zero was once its humming commercial district of Nakajima, with city hall, restaurants, and cafes. Tanaka, pictured here with her father, lived close by. But on August 6, 1945, the Enola Gay Superfortress bomber dropped its payload on the city, a 5-ton nuclear bomb nicknamed Little Boy.
The atom bomb exploded just a third of a mile over this river, killing an estimated 80,000 people instantly and leveling about 90% of the city. But that building, now known as the Atomic Bomb Dome, was one of the few things left standing.
A testament to the tragedy of war, it now stands aligned with tributes to peace. The Peace Flame and Peace Memorial Museum, newly renovated in time for the 75th anniversary. Dimmed rooms spotlight the day of the bombing. Irradiated artifacts tell the stories of those who died in an instant. Torn clothes, a tricycle, a lunch never eaten. Photographs of burn victims hang on the walls, next to artwork by survivors of hot, melting skin and black radioactive rain. Through her own artwork, Tanaka still processes that fateful day 75 years ago.
The United States bombed your city. Do you have any criticism for America?
We were full of rage at first, but once we saw the Americans, it was clear they were just like us.
Years later, she even met Clifton Truman Daniel, grandson of President Harry Truman, who ordered the bombing.
There will be a time in the future when there are no more surviving Hiroshima victims. What do you want the world to remember?
Eliminating nuclear weapons is the path to peace, ensuring this tragedy is never repeated.
And Tanaka manages one last line in English.
Please make many friends from other countries. When you do so, you are moving the world towards peace.
A remarkable woman who survived a nuclear bombing, yet still has peace in her heart. For CBS This Morning, Saturday, Remi Inocencio, Hiroshima, Japan.
Sounds pretty good. Try to meet many different people from many different countries.
Yeah, and there was a long period of time she didn't want to talk about it, she said, because it was so painful, but realized how important it was to speak out.
And important to remember, as Remi points out, there will be a time not too far away when no survivors are left. So
exactly.
Really interesting to hear from her.
Hiroshima, Japan. That is where the U.S. dropped the first atomic bomb, 8:15 a.m. in the morning in August of 1945. The civilian death toll was truly catastrophic, the carnage extreme, but the U.S. had calculated this was what was necessary to end World War II. Li Zhejiang sat down with a woman who lived in Hiroshima when the bomb was dropped nearly 80 years ago. She is one of the few residents still alive to share this story.
For Taeko Shitama,
Hungry, everyone?
cooking is about much more than food.
Put more. Nice.
It is a way to preserve history.
Great grandma has food.
And this dish
Thank you for having all of this wonderful food.
Thank you for making it.
is at the heart of her story of survival.
Would you like some more?
Sukiyaki, Japanese hot pot, was the first real meal her family ate together after World War II ended nearly 80 years ago.
And that night, we went and bought beef and all kinds of stuff to make sukiyaki. And we ate so much, we got sick.
It was a meal that almost never happened. Shitama was 22 years old, living in Hiroshima, Japan in August 1945, when the U.S. dropped an atomic bomb over the city. But Shitama was not there. The day before, she had taken a train to a friend's house a few towns over to pick up a bag of rice. When she returned to the Hiroshima train station the next day, she faced a land ravaged by war.
No streetcar was running, and it was flat, completely flat. So I was able to walk from the East End train station, 8 rivers, 8 bridges to home with this big bag of rice that she gave me.
You took the bag of rice all the way home?
Of course. Rice was rationed.
Shitama did not see a living soul on the several-mile trek to her family's home. When she arrived 4 miles from the epicenter of the bomb, the house was still standing, but the neighborhood was devastated.
Every piece of glass was broken.
The blast killed an estimated 140,000 people, including Shitama's youngest sister, Nobu. She was on a streetcar in the city when the bomb hit.
Were you angry at the United States?
I was angry about the war, but I thought it was awfully cruel to use atomic bomb on people.
Shitama was born in Seattle after her parents immigrated there from Japan. At the age of 8, Shitama moved to Japan with her siblings for school. Then, when World War II ended, Shitama and her surviving siblings were on the first ship back to the U.S. to reunite with their parents.
Oh, and when we first saw them, we all cried and cried and cried. We were so happy to see them.
Shitama does not harbor resentment toward America for the bomb, and she's proud of the friendship between the U.S. and Japan.
These are beautiful.
At the National Bonsai Museum in Washington, D.C.,
From Miyajima. Oh.
a nearly 400-year-old bonsai tree was also in Hiroshima when the bomb dropped.
This tree survived the atomic bombing,
Atomic bomb. Yeah.
and so did you.
Yeah.
And not many people can say that.
If trees could talk.
Shitama got married to a fellow Japanese American and went on to raise 3 children in Maryland. Now they have 12 grandchildren and 13 great-grandchildren.
That's my story.
All of whom have heard her remarkable tales over decades.
Who is that?
That's me.
And some just starting to learn them. Stories not only about survival, but about family and forgiveness.
And all those great-grandbabies, all those grandchildren will be together to celebrate Ty. That's what her friends and family call her. At the end of the month when she turns 100 years old. And get this, her 2 sisters who also survived the atomic bomb, they will be turning 96 and 98 years old. So you know I had to ask the secret. And I love to hear it, guys. It wasn't diet and exercise. Ty says if you want to live a long life, eat a lot of rice, which for me was very validating, growing up eating 3 meals with rice a day. Tony.
Oh wow! I had rice for dinner last night. Ouija, it's a very powerful piece. I love the sparkle in her eye all these years later, and so wise what she had to say there. She doesn't harbor resentment toward the U.S. What she resented was the war. What she hated was the war. What was it like for you sitting across from her all these years later, hearing that kind of wisdom?
Tony, that's exactly what struck me, is that someone who survived something so devastating, who lost a loved one after this, who really could have been traumatized and let this guide her entire life. Instead, she says she chose to live every moment of her life that she was given to the fullest. She chose grace. She chose forgiveness. She chose to focus on that huge, beautiful family of hers, and not to be angry, and certainly not to hold any resentment, because she says she's such a proud American who came back here to visit her, to be with her parents once again, and to live out the rest of her life. So even though it was so devastating, she says that she was better for it because it made her stronger.
I think there's a second secret there to a long life. Rice, and you've got to forgive and then live for the moment you're in. Ouija, thank you very much. It's a beautiful story.
皆さんこんにちは。平和首長会議会長を務めている広島市長の松井一実です。国連が定める9月21日の国際平和デーまで今日でちょうど100日となりました。被爆80周年を迎える本年、平和首長会議は今日から国際平和デーまでの100日間を平和を育む100日間として世界中の加盟都市とともにそれぞれの町から平和への思いや行動を発信していきたいと考えています。今年の国際平和デーのテーマは平和な世界のために行動しよう Act Now for a Peaceful World です。世界情勢が不安定な今こそ我々は何の罪もない多くの市民が犠牲となった過去の悲惨な歴史を学ばなければなりません。そして私たち一人一人が日々の生活の中で戦争を未然に防ぎ平和を守るためにできる具体的な行動を起こしていくことが大切です。この100日間、皆さんの町からの平和の声を世界に届けていきましょう。私たちの行動が平和な未来を作ります。共にこの100日間を歩んでいきましょう。
With the future of Earth threatened by nuclear weapons and nuclear power, a blind Indian shaman was called forth to heal Mother Earth with a satchel of magic seeds. She appears at the gates of a nuclear facility and begins planting her garden.
What the? You can't have a garden here. This isn't your land.
The next morning, the shaman is confronted by the foreman.
That's it. Tomorrow we're digging up and paving over your garden, you crazy woman. Time's up. Get out of the way. Come on, guys, bring your shovels. Let's dig her garden up.
Oh, Father, Creator, rise, my children, rise.
Time forgotten, you're free from the cage. Open your heart to the sky. Rise like a bird that catches the breeze. Sing inspired melodies. Dance like the wind that touches the tree. Whisper softly and sway with ease. Open your heart to the sky. Rise, rise to the mystery. Rise, rise, you're free. Rise, oh rise. Love, oh love, will carry you home. Love, oh love, will carry you home.
Known as the land of the rising sun, Japan remains a top destination in Asia. The country's ability to preserve its culture in terms of language, the past and present, and its open mindset towards the future remains a source of excitement for every traveler. Positive Spin visited Shinjuku, a progressive city a few hours from Tokyo, Japan's business capital. We were amazed by the hospitality of the locals as they gladly extended their help in either finding a good place to eat or shop or simply a good place to go. We went to pay our respects to a shrine close by and easily became witness to how Japanese pay tribute to their departed loved ones. In many homes, there are small shrines honoring their departed loved ones. The city proper boasts of a lot of places to either eat, shop, or simply browse around. Some of the highlights are the 3D ads on the sidewalk, a light show on a building facade, and a crosswalk considered as a world record, crossing thousands of people daily. The amazing highlight of our visit was the Godzilla experience, where a gigantic fire-breathing Godzilla figure constructed on top of a building with access to memorabilia, a photo opportunity with the Japanese original monster. After our brief stay in this wonderful city, we can only say, Matane Nihon. See you again, Japan.
Peace はハピネスの意味です。幸せの意味ですね。よろしいですか
Dear friends, let me begin by thanking Mayors for Peace for your leadership and strong voice to move us closer to a nuclear weapon-free world. There is no more appropriate place to mark your anniversary than in Hiroshima, and no better time to reiterate the importance of peace. Divisions and conflicts are multiplying. Nuclear risks are accelerating. The world is in danger of forgetting the fiery lessons of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. but we cannot give up. I urge all countries to use the tools of diplomacy, dialogue and negotiation to eliminate the nuclear threat once and for all. And I urge you to step up your action. More than ever, we need all partners across every walk of life demanding an end to the proliferation of these devices of death. Nuclear disarmament is not some utopian dream. It is the only pathway to a peaceful future. The United Nations is proud to walk this path with you. Eliminating nuclear weapons will be the greatest gift we could bestow to future generations. Let's make it happen.
Thank you for watching Positive Spin. This show is made possible through the generosity of the Patty and Jack Wright Foundation and the Prem Rawat Foundation. Watch us on Free Speech TV, watch and subscribe to our previous episodes on YouTube, like us on Facebook and our other media platforms. I'm Bill McCarthy. Stay safe and healthy, and remember, everyone can create their own positive news.
Hi, my name is Sue Purcell. Peace, you're out. What peace means to me is coming from the inside, heartfelt emotions that we all live together in harmony and appreciate our differences and love one another.